it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Aquarius for September of 2020. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal or private reading. I will put a link in the description to those, as well as a website for you to plug in your birth information, and it will give you your moon and rising sign. So if you don't know those, that will be helpful for this general reading. All right, let's get started. What do we have going on for our Aquarians in September? We have got the Death card and the King of Cups. Wow, okay, Aquarius. What you have going on here is the end of an old way of being and to a new way of being. Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, we have a little bit of a hard time sometimes with being emotional. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to express our emotions. We feel them. We're like super deep people. We just don't blurt them out or vomit them all over everybody, okay? But it's saying that this is the time to end that cycle, to end that way of being. Let death come through and get away all those old things, all those reasons that keep you from sharing your vulnerability, from sharing who you are, from being your true self, from acting the way that you want to act, from being the you that you are. Let death come and sweep all that old stuff away, because you know what? The only person that's burdened by the stuff you're carrying around really is you. So you're carrying all this stuff around that is like, well, I can't act this way, I can't do that, well, I can't be this, well, I can't, no, you can be whoever you want to be. And every day you can let death sweep away all the old stuff, and you can share this person. Okay, this person, we've been talking a lot about self-actualization, which is so like buzzwordy, but really it's kind of true in a way. Like, when will we all grow up? When will we be who we really are? How long do we have to hide and be somebody we're not? Be in control of your emotions, but be open and be compassionate and share that with people, versus stuffing it down and being like the cold air sign. Like, I'm a cold air sign, I'm one of them. But you know what? That isn't any way to go through life, is it? So let's get a card here for a little bit of clarity. It was a little brutal, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, look at this, 8 of Cups. What are we doing? We're walking away from the things that don't suit us, okay? And the thing is, when we talk about this, I never want it to be like all this stuff was terrible, all these things were so bad. Sometimes it's just that they just don't serve you anymore. They're just not in you. They just don't do the things in your life that you need to have done anymore. Sometimes they've served their purpose and it's time to move on. I mean, I would have like shedding everywhere. I would have gratitude for these things, for this purpose that they served and the time that they did, but now it's time to move on. You are not all this junk and this trash down here on the bottom of this death card, all that stuff down here, this is not who you are. So let it be swept away. Walk away, turn your back, and don't look back on it again. It's time to just move on. How many times will you decide you're going to do things differently before you actually do them differently? Okay. All right, I've got my brand new deck, the Not So Mystical Tarot, and we're going to pull one card from this deck just for a little bit more clarity, because why not? Okay, well, we get this again. The Wheel of Fortune. I think that Capricorn might have gotten this too, but you have everything available to you, Aquarius. Aquarius is the most intellectual of all of the signs, and that's a known fact, so that's just the way it is. But you've got the Cups, the Pentacles, the Wands, and the Swords. Your thinking, your action, your emotions, and your environment, finances, whatever. Everything is available to you, and everything always has been available to you. Like I said, being one of the most cerebral signs, it's less work for you to determine what you really need. And so you know what you need. Take the things that will help you and will benefit you. That's why we've got this question mark here, like, which one do I want? You know what? And all the wheel, everything moves together. Every decision impacts upon another one. But take what you know will really work for you and put it in place, to sweep this away, to let go of this, to be really who you are, okay? To set that person free, because you're probably super joyful and wonderful, and a lot of people don't really know you. So maybe this month, and I'm not saying you got to turn into somebody else, but maybe this month open up to just maybe a person or two. See, I'm like cringing, but it's true. Open up to just a person or two and let a few people see in there because you're pretty awesome, Aquarius. All right, I will talk to you all later. Watch your moon and rising signs, and I will see you soon.